Why? Arsenal have absolutely messed up the transfer window. You were doing all right. You were doing well. You were saving money to get the best players available. And now what do? Nani goddamn Madueke for 50 million plus add-ons included. This deal does not make no goddamn sense unless those add-ons are 10 million. Unless the add-ons are 10 million and they're like goal bonuses, Champions League bonuses, Premier League winning bonuses. That's the only goddamn way this makes sense. And if they think Elanga is the benchmark, they're joking. They have to be joking. Arsenal have a good relationship with Chelsea. What the hell? Listen carefully. What the hell do Chelsea have on the owners? What the hell do Chelsea's owners have on the Cronkies? What the hell do Chelsea's board have on our board members? What do they have on us? Why? Why? Get me Eze. Get me Rodrigo. Those are the guys that are going to make a difference.
Especially when the ball player.
What are you doing?
Me? Just hanging around.
What are you doing?
Welcome back from Militant Northside LDN, and we're back with my guy Dej with the stunner shades on. What are you telling me, bro?
Bro, I'm delighted to be here. What took you so long? You get what I'm saying? Like, what took you so long, legitly? Yeah, it was a great weekend, bro, on and off the pitch. And yeah, we're out here. Do you know what I mean? Us two mans mimicking each other. Do you know what I mean? As you win, I win. You know, you score, I score, like that, light work. So yeah, pleasure, bro.
Nah, listen, big up, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to Dej. The link is in the title. Dej, let's get into it, man. Your club 3-0 against West Ham, goal disallowed. Romero didn't seem to phase you lot. You know what I'm saying? What'd you make of the game, bro?
Should have been a pen as well. Bro, I'll tell you what I make of the game. I said it the other week on this channel. You smirked slightly, and I knew that the smirk that you gave was not that it wasn't sarcastic, because you're not like that. It was a slight smirk of maybe you're slightly uncomfortable as to what could be around the corner. That game was domination with rotation, concentration, motivation, with penetration. Yeah, we were able to rotate our midfield. We had a midfield three of Polina, Simmons, and Polina, Bergval, and Papsar. We had Tell up front. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Tell me if I'm good enough for the Prem or you're not. Then we had Simmons on the left and we had Kudus on the right. Well, we won 3-0. Should have been 5-0, because really and truly, you're talking about the Romero disallowed goal that shouldn't have been disallowed. We should have had a pen as well. Van de Ven was kind of wrestled to the ground. And bro, really, you have the pen. We score 5 and it's light. We won 3-0. Never looked in danger. We got Bergvall looking like the Swedish Messi in the midfield. And for me, that game was a statement. It was a big statement. First of all, West Ham is one of the dustiest teams we've ever seen in my life. And I can't wait for them brothers to go to the Championship and for me to never see them again. Do you know what I mean? I want to go to Stratford to watch the Olympic Diamond League. You know, like when, Simone Biles and all them lot are coming there doing the athletics, you know what I'm saying? Doing the little cycling. Yeah, I'm onto that in Stratford, but not football. I will say, bro, what was more impressive is the way that Thomas Frank is rotating the squad. To start Tell in the 9. Tell is our worst striker. He's our 4th pick. To start him in a Premier League game when we need points. Tell didn't need to score. He was a body. And still come away with the 3 points. Impressive. People like to say, why are you always making comparisons with Arsenal? But you don't have anyone of that low level that you can bring on and still be sure that you could bring on the points. That's the level that I'm talking about. We saw Chelsea draw with Brentford because they're preparing for their game against Bayern Munich. And people are asking me whether we can cope. Well, they've been smoking Budgie Banton on an empty stomach. So, yeah, bro, I was highly impressed with my team's performance. I think we've scored 1 goal less than you. We've only conceded 1 goal so far this season. And, you know, I criticised Arsenal last season. I called you man set piece FC, but you told me that it's a style of play at Stoke City. As long as you win. I don't mind if people call my club Stoke. We are sitting level on points with Arsenal. We've already outdone our last season. And let me deep it for you lastly. Tottenham had 6 clean sheets the whole of last season. The whole of last season. Yeah. In all comp, 6 clean sheets. We've already got 3. Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, I actually thought in the first half, West Ham were actually bopping the ball really well. They were actually playing really, really well in the first half. Like the way Paqueta had a chance. This is when it was 0-0. Do you know what I mean? It just went wide of the post. They were actually playing some good football, bro. Like, but everything just collapsed when Souček. That was just completely ridiculous. That high studs. I don't know what he was doing. It was late and it was stupid. And as soon as they were a man down, it all capitulated. But they were actually playing well. I can't even lie.
Yeah, they did all right because, to be fair, and maybe similar to you guys, or you know, it's a new midfield three. Xavi Simons' his first Premier League game. Xavi Simons, we bought him for the 10. He said as much in his interview. He was brought in to play the 10, but unfortunately, due to personnel and stuff like that, we had to play him on the left-hand side. We're playing Matthias Tell. Bro, Matthias Tell, you might as well play with 10 men. Do you get what I'm saying? Because he's a dud at the moment. I'm not trying to disrespect him. I'm not trying to say he won't go on to be a good player. But for now, Matthias Tell is moving like the invisible man. Like we don't, what? Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, that's why West Ham had a bit more stability in the location because their players have played more together. And I think the fact that we were able to win with a team that hasn't... Remember, most of these men have been on international duty that week. I don't know how many of the West Ham players was international duty, but pretty much Spurs' whole squad was away. Do you get what I'm saying? So they're all coming back Thursday. Then you had Friday, and then we've got the evening kickoff. They've not had time to work on anything, bro. So the fact that they've brought on the 3 points, got the 3-0 win, makes it even more impressive.
No, like I said, I think the first 20, 25 minutes, they were playing well. You took a while to get into the game. And then when you took over, you guys just absolutely cooked them. And they absolutely cooked them. But in the first 20, 25 minutes, Bowen was creating chances. Paqueta was getting chances. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even that Fernandez brother was creating chances for West Ham. But then it all died down. That goal from Bergvall as well. What a header, bro. I can't even lie. What a header, man.
Respect. Yeah, respect, bro. Like, Bergvall... And bro, like I feel like maybe, you know, Postecoglou will say that we're seeing the best out of Bergvall because he had to go through the furnace last season to be the man that he is today. I don't know how true that is personally, not with Highline for Life, mate. But what I will say is that Bergvall, I thought he was the man of the match, in my opinion. And I feel like Bergvall now, when you're seeing him the last 2 games, Burnley, when he started, and now starting against West Ham, either he's got a fetish for claret and blue, or this brother has an opportunity to start for... Now, for me, if I see Bergvall in the starting lineup, I'm not shivering my timbers. I'm like, okay, cool. This is a new variation in the location, and it can work. That's what it is, bro. And actually, indirectly, maybe for us, man, or for the rival fans, Bergvall might not be much of a name, but for us Spurs fans, if we see Bergvall on the team sheet, we're not questioning it no more. I think Bergvall has shown that he deserves a start, and with rotation in the location, he's going to get plenty of games this season. He's a big player. He could start against Arsenal, and I wouldn't be bothered.
No, I think he's been stringing together a couple of good games. I can't lie. I think Bergval's actually been quite effective for you lot in the midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? So I actually think he actually has been playing well. I do think he's been playing well. Didn't he start against Burnley? He was in the midfield against Burnley?
Him and Archie Gray.
And in that game as well, he played well in the midfield. I gotta be fair to him. He's actually controlling the midfield.
Yeah, he's doing good, man. He's doing good. And even when he came on against Bournemouth, he kind of stabilized the ship. And had he had longer, maybe we sneak a draw in that game. But yeah, for sure, bro. I think for me, what's more impressive is the way that we're managing the squad. We're not overusing the man. We're not trying to burn them out. You know, I can see Udogie starting midweek and Jed Spence having a break. We can do that. I can see Danzo starting. It's only Villarreal. We don't need to brock up these man them. You know what I mean? We're taking our time with Solanke. Solanke picked up a slight injury. Richarlison didn't start simply because he had a long haul flight. Like, we're really just managing the squad. Something Ange didn't do. Ange was just burning these brothers out to injury point. This brother, Thomas Frank. And that's the key, bro. One of the things we learned from Arsenal last season is if you can keep your best players fit, you've got a chance. I was saying to someone earlier today that for me, the dark horse this season to get Champions League could be Bournemouth. Like, I think Bournemouth is legit. However, Bournemouth can only do that if they can keep their best players fit. I know it's cliche, but if Semenyo can go on a run without being injured, Brooks and all these other man them, don't be surprised if you see Bournemouth in the top 4, top 5. They are very, very good. The only team that we've played so far that I would say quite comfortably deserve to beat Spurs, and even if we play them this weekend, would beat Spurs, is Bournemouth. I can't even lie to you, bro. Like, my eyes don't deceive me. So I'm not surprised to see what Bournemouth is doing. And, you know, but yeah, we're looking good, bro. I can't even lie to you. We're looking good.
I hear it. Even Mickey van der Ven took his goal well as well. You know what I'm saying? Got his goal. So yeah, man, I can't lie. That the defending from West Ham though for Sarr's header, bro, they had 3 defenders, in the far post. Nobody picking up Sarr. Like, that was just a free header, bro. But West Ham.
It's weird, but I would say that shows how pony of a manager Graham Potter is. Let me explain. West Ham is renowned for having henchmen. All these brothers are all Souček's height, 6'4", 6'5". They're like a Newcastle. You know, they do big, tall players. And the one thing we know about big, tall players is they're usually good in the air. West Ham as a team has been renowned for set pieces. That's what they do. That's what they does. Got me moving grammatically correct. And against Spurs, they were getting moved to. So that for me is coaching. They just look like they don't know how to head the ball. That header from Papsar was so free, it was unreal. Do you get what I'm saying? They should have been heading that ball, clearing it out. I don't think the goalkeeper's good enough either. Areola should be starting for them. But look, we exploited West Ham's weakness without it coming out of gear 1. People shaking their bum. Kudus didn't do anything. Didn't need to. The game was won. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And even when people were talking about the first half, they had the first half, but if things had gone Spurs' way, as it should have, Romero scores a legit goal, would have been 1-0 up. We should have had a penalty in the first half. That's already 2-0 down. But man, them did the business early in the second half, and it was light work. Xavi Simons, we didn't really get to see much of him, but he got an assist, bro. He got the corner, whipped it in with quality, and he gave us the 1-0 lead. So, bro, eight goals scored in 4 games, 1 goal conceded. What can anyone tell me?
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. Let's move on to Arsenal. Yeah. We won our game 3-0 comfortably. Gyökeres scored a goal. Zubimendi with a volley. That was a rocket. You know what I'm saying? He actually scored 2 goals. Eze playing on the left. Odegaard came off injured. Ethan came on. So it was comfortable, man. I can't lie. For me, very comfortable game. We beat them. I was expecting us to beat them. I said 1-0. I didn't say 3-0. I predicted 1-0 before the game. And it was just comfy. Like, we could have scored more. You know what I mean? And yeah, bro. Like, overall, it was it was a good performance. There was not much complaints from me when it came to the game. We just looked comfortable against Nottingham Forest. Ange, I didn't see any Ange ball there. You know what I'm saying? Like they were still quite defensive, but yeah, none of their players really stood out. They never really had any time. They never really had any time where they were like dominating the game or getting involved in the game. The only one gripe is Calafiori. Every time he needed to defend 1v1 against the Ndoye, he was getting cooked to the point where he got yellow card. Like every single time he needed to show the winger down the line, he was getting cooked. He was drawing a foul. We were getting free kicks outside the box. And I've been calling out this brother. I said, yo, going forward, yeah, Calafiori offers a lot. He's got a decent pass, got a decent cross. Yeah, I mean, he's a bit pacey. Cool. A bit like Pedro Porro, where everything you really praise about the fullback is more their attacking duties than the defensive duties. You know what I'm saying? Like defensively, you know it's a long day when you see them 1v1 against the winger. Like they do stupidness, they're out of position, they lose their duels. So yeah, man, what did you think about Arsenal against Forest?
I didn't think much, bro. I'll be real. I think Arsenal can only do what was in front of them. But you got to remember, yeah, this is a dusty Nottingham Forest team. This is a Nottingham Forest team that got slapped up 3-0 by West Ham. Yeah. So you playing them at home, I predicted that you would win 3-0. I didn't know how you was going to score. I felt, okay, Ange didn't play his usual ball. He only arrived or got offered the job on Monday. So it would make sense that he couldn't embed his style of play. But moving forward, I think it's safe to say we can say goodbye to Nottingham Forest being in the Premier League because they are woeful and they will be even worse under Ange. I thought that Noni Madueke was good. The issue I have is, was Arsenal that good or was Nottingham Forest that bad? And I don't mean it in a disingenuous way, but I've seen the one thing I can say is that the minnows, you're dealing with them. You disposed of Leeds. You disposed of Nottingham Forest. Truth be told, they're both minnows to you, man. I think the real marker and measure is how you, man, perform against the big teams. You performed against Liverpool, you were unlucky, and you got the game this weekend against City. Beat City, then I would say to you, man are legit. Lose to City this weekend, you're not legit. Because I look at Gyökeres and I think, oh, you've got a striker that is what we call a grassroots superstar. He's happy to score goals against the bums. But is he going to score against City? Is he going to score against Newcastle? Is he going to score against Spurs? We don't know. I'm not sure if he's that guy. And also, there's a lot of bum shaking for Madueke because of his ability to go 1v1. Yes, great 1v1. He's doing good. But that just shows how bummy your Martinelli was. If we're going to be shaking our bum for this guy like this, that just shows how bummy Saka is in terms of 1v1 and beating a man. Because you guys have been so starved and depraved of these type of players that now that you've got one, now all of a sudden he's the Messiah. I don't see it, bro. Odegaard, really unlucky for him. But he's been complaining about that even from before yesterday. So I was even surprised they let him play. Why don't you let him rest properly, is my opinion. And Shivimi Timbers is solid. Mascara. You know that Mascara, yeah? I think he's so good that you don't miss Saliba. And I never thought I would say that. I could see Arsenal in January or at the end of the season selling Saliba for 80, 90 mil and thinking great business because Masquera is a more than worthy and credible replacement. But I need to see more from Arsenal. You've done your job. You've beaten a couple of minnows and you've beaten them well. But let's see more. Let's see more.
No, I hear that. People refuse to call a cat a cat. Noni has always played like that at Chelsea, but he has never been consistent enough. He has no output. Yeah, I agree. He's always been forward thinking and direct, but I agree. He's never been consistent. So that's exactly why I didn't want Noni. I still had him as man of the match. I think he was a constant, danger man against Forest. Gyökeres, you saying if he can score, well, Eze actually did what I've been calling out the players to do: give Gyökeres service. And when he squared it to Gyökeres, he put it in the back of the net. He makes the right. Remember, I told you last time when you was getting onto Gyökeres, I said, "Yo, he gets himself into dangerous positions. He gets himself in positions where he just needs a tap in, or he's through on goal, just about beating the centre back, waiting for the pass, and then just beat him, just turn him and beat him." But a lot of the times we don't give him the service, bro. So, like I said, if the striker's getting service and not finishing his dinner, we have a different conversation. When you give him service, he scores goals, bro.
No, do you feel like I made a comment that the one difference that I've seen about you, man, this season is that it looks like the minnows, you're going to deal with them this season, yeah? Do you hear that sentiment? Or do you feel like Arteta's cooking right now with your squad? Because the kind of energy that I'm getting from your fan base is like, right, we're going to win the league. It's going to be between us and Liverpool. I'm not so sure about that. Not trying to be disingenuous, but has your mind shifted, or are you still saying, you don't trust Arteta?
Yeah, no, I don't think we're cooking. I don't think we're cooking, bro. Like you said, we're supposed to be beating Nottingham Forest, and that's the expectation. Like Eze on the left, that game showed exactly why you don't get the best of Eze on that left. He had little moments, but overall his time on the field wasn't amazing. It was a good performance. It wasn't an amazing performance. You know what I'm saying? And the assist doesn't overshadow his overall game. And I don't blame Eze. Eze's not a winger. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with the way the manager's utilizing Eze at the moment. Madueke, him starting as well, we're going to see inconsistent performances. We don't consistently find Gyökeres. Obviously, Odegaard's injured now. But at the same time, I think Calafiori at left back as well, that's going to be a problem in certain games. He's going to get cooked. Mascara, you're telling me that, look, Mascara had a very good game.
Yeah, I think it's probably.
He had a very good game, yeah, but at the same time, yeah, we weren't really tested like that, for one. And second of all, bro, we haven't seen him on a consistent basis. The same thing that you're saying about Madueke can apply to Mascara. Like, can he do it consistently? That's what we need to see. We need to see consistency from Mascara. Like, I'll give him props for his performance, but we need to see some consistency. Moreno in the midfield normally doesn't do a job. He was decent against Forest, but overall, every time you see Moreno in the midfield, it doesn't look good. Do you know what I'm saying? So these are problems that we've seen, and we're like, let's see. Calafiori, bro, if you're getting cooked by the winger at Forest, it's going to be long for you this Premier League, because when we go up against, you know what I'm saying, what we got now, we got City, it's going to be long for you. Do you know what I'm saying? If they're playing Savio on them, man, it's going to be long for Calafiori. Calafiori up against Savio, man, like that, but he's getting cooked. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't want him starting. So there's things in the team lineup, or the way that certain players are being played out of position, that I'm like, going forward, it can work against Forest, but other teams, I can see some issues there. Do you know what I'm saying? So I still don't feel like we're fully like cooking. Some Arsenal fans, you already know, man. Like,
some Arsenal fans are saying that they're not missing Saka because of Madueke.
Huh?
Some Arsenal fans are saying they're not missing Saka. Like, they're so impressed with Madueke's performance that they don't miss him. Bro,
they need to calm down. They need to calm down. Like, let's just keep it. Let's just be honest. The last couple of years, he's been our highest goal scorer. Do you know what I'm saying? So even if you want to cuss certain things about Saka's game, which there are certain things that he can improve, you can't deny his output. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't deny his output, and that will be missed, especially if we're not playing to Gyökeres' strengths. That will be missed when Gyökeres ain't finding the back of the net. Zubimendi did well, but we don't know if Zubimendi's get week in, week out going to score goals, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I just double check something, bro, as well. Sorry to cut you. Who are you playing midweek?
Oh, we got who is it? Is it Bilbao? Yeah. Let's go Bilbao.
Because I noticed that you lot didn't really rest your players, unlike the rest of us.
He took off Gyökeres, to be fair. He didn't let Gyökeres play the whole game. He took off Gyökeres.
Fully strength. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, Chelsea kind of fiddled about with their team a bit. Tottenham even changed their lineup a bit. Do you know what I mean? You could almost argue Liverpool did the same sort of thing, but you lot went fully strong against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, listen, it is where it is, isn't it? It's the start of the season anyway, so we will see. But you know Arteta, bro, when the pressure's on, bro, we lost to Liverpool, innit? So the pressure was already applying there, and he was already getting critiqued after playing 3DM. So he had pressure in it. He knew he had to go to Forest and get the 3 points in it. So,
well, can I just ask you, this brother here, Whispers from the Void, said Arteta arrested a lot of players. Really? That for me felt like.
Well, he didn't start Rice. He didn't start Skelly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Did they start? I mean, Rice starts.
No, Rice didn't start.
Skelly don't start.
Normally, Rice starts.
Huh? No, Rice starts, but Skelly don't start.
Well, after last season, he was our first choice left back.
Yeah, but so far this season, California's been your first choice left back.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe because Skelly had a bad pre-season, but overall, Skelly's by far the better player. So maybe he's gone out of favor of Skelly. I don't know because of the pre-season, but that's our. Well, now we got Hincapi as well, so we're gonna see what he does. But obviously, I haven't seen Hincapi to say that he's our best left back. But a lot of people say like, "Yo, he's very good." The people that watch him anyway before, but yeah, Skelly's supposed to be our starting left back. Rice is supposed to be our starting number 6, or 8, wherever you want to put it. So yeah, and then he subbed off Gyökeres. Eze came off, but Eze played most of the game. To be fair, that was 79th minute. And so did Madueke. So I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. You know Arteta, bro. He's a bit like Ange in that way, where he wants to play his best lineup week in, week out, bro.
Yeah.
So
no, I hear that. Yeah, but bro, look, North London is running things. You get what I'm saying? Liverpool, I told you
about running things.
Well, we are joint second.
Bro, it's a long season, isn't it? It's a long season, bro.
Yeah, but bro, look.
I know you're there getting very excited and that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? That.
You know what it is? Do you know what it is? I know what you're doing. Huh? Your hair moving like Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future, innit? That's what you're doing. You're looking ahead. I'm telling you, bro, in the present, we're joint second and we're doing all right.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, bro. Like, you're saying that we're running things. Like, what are you winning this season?
Bro, I'm winning something. I'm winning.
What's something?
Bro, Carabao, FA, don't get it twisted. I'm not in any of them trophies. I don't care about them trophies, but I'm winning something. You're not winning anything, but you will finish second.
And where are you finishing this season?
At the moment?
Yeah, what's your prediction right now?
I think it's not wild to think that Spurs could finish in the top 3.
Spurs can finish in the top 3.
Yeah, who's yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, you got cooked by Bournemouth, bro. Like, don't go on like everything's wrong.
I think. Can I be real? Can I be real with you? Can I be real? I think I said this to you the other day, and you got angry at me. No, it wasn't you. Bournemouth cooked you in your yard a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, you know, like at the end of last season, you got cooked. Wasn't it 4-2?
Yeah, but bro, I'm not saying my club's running things. You are.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Like, if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. I think Tottenham could quite easily be top 3. What is Francis doing here now? What is Francis doing? Have you not looked at the league table, my brother? What do you mean? Like, Tottenham could finish 3rd, bro. Like, legit. Let's see what you man do against City, who we slapped up. Yeah, hold that, and hold that. Yeah, I'm fully gassed. I'm not going to lie to you. Conceded 1 goal. Everyone's shaking their butt. First of all, I need Northside to confirm that I was always right. You said that my back line was bummy. And I told you, Northside, don't say that. Don't be disingenuous. You know that my back line is as good as your back line. Yeah, it's just that Ange is killing them. Nah, they're crap. Pedro Porro is as good. Who have you got right back? Shiver me timbers.
You know you can't even cuss Timber, bro.
No,
you know
Timber's hard. I'm not gonna cuss him. But
exactly.
Can I just say?
Hold on. No. Let's not do this. We got a better right back than you. Our centre back partnership is better than yours. It is better than yours. Yeah. Your left back,
Romero and Van der Ven. Who? What? Saliba and Gabriel.
Yeah. That's better than Romero and Van der Ven.
I would say, can I just say this? I think they've proven to be better in terms of they've been together longer and they've done it
Bro,
more.
don't do this technical
I
stuff.
would say
You know they're back, but they've
I would
proven.
say in terms of ability, they're the same. And if you want to break it down even further than that, I would say Saliba edges Romero, but I would equally say that Van de Ven edges Magalhaes simply because he's quicker.
Simply because he's quicker. Okay.
Bro, that's the new thing, bro. They need athletes.
The only one I'll give you Spence on the left, only because Skelly's not a natural left back, innit? And pre-season he hasn't been that great. I know he's only had one season, but he's actually a midfielder. He's not a left back, innit? And Hincapi, I'm still yet to see how good he is. So I can't really involve him in the conversation. Calafiori, you know I don't want to talk about that. And Zinchenko, you know I don't want to talk about that. So Spence, cool. Goalkeeper, I still think Ray is better than Vicario. I don't rate Vicario like that.
I don't rate Vicario, but so far so good.
That's what I'm saying. That's the Spursy way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where your defense is better than
midfield. Can I just say, take that Zubimendi should take a bow. Take a bow, son. What a goal. What a volley. But
what? Let's talk about mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the dustiest of them all? Man United. What are you saying? The dustiest club.
Yeah, bro. I mean, bro, they got absolutely slapped up by City today, bro. The thing about Man United is we should stop talking about them. That's the reality, bro. Like, I don't talk about them. People call me classist, and I get it. And, you know, I have to accept I might be a classist. And let me explain what I mean by classist. I only really want to deal with people who are like me. Do you know what I mean? In and around where I'm about. Last season, I had to conversate with pretty much most of the league since everybody was above me. But right now, most people are below me. Hold that, because I'm joint second in the Prem. Man United, for me, is done, bro. It's the end of the road for them. It's been the end of the road from when they lost Fergie. I knew it. And this Amarin guy seems to be losing these marble chips right in front of our eyes. They are rubbish, bro. I don't know who's worse, United or West Ham. And for that reason, bro, it was light work for Haaland today. Foden, great goal. Easy, bro. I actually think, I was telling someone earlier today, like, for United fans, for them to cope, I would go on YouTube and type in Dennis Irwin. I stumbled across Ryan Giggs' Instagram about 2 weeks ago. It looks like he's still kicking ball in Vietnam or something. Do you know, like that? Like, I swear that he's kicking ball in Vietnam. I don't know. He's taking pictures. Like, it's mad. Because I ain't seen this brother for at least 15 years. Do you know what it was? But it's madness, bro. Like, they're the ones that these are the imagine holding on to legends of 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because they're that dusty, bro. So for me, if I was a United fan, you know, I think Dennis Irwin's written a book. Konchesky has done something. You know, Eric Cantona is still, you know, he's attending a couple of music events and giving out awards. That's them. Yeah. As for a football team, they are fully washed. And my bedroom, Thiago warned these brothers. He warned them. Wait, hold on. I support Liverpool. I ain't even optimistic about my team sitting at the top the way Deji is about his team. Give me some of what you have. KK, you know what? You've interrupted my flow, but let me answer you, bro. Yeah, let me answer you. Yeah, Northside knows that I've had your manager on fraud watch. Yeah, fraudulent. Yeah, the reason why you're not optimistic is because you man have been crap. Let me explain. Yeah, you got a dusty win against Bournemouth. For me, Bournemouth was the better team, but you managed to stink out the place. Yeah, now you're shaking your bum because you beat 10-man Newcastle. Hold that. Remember, you were 2-0 up. You let 10-man Newcastle come back, and then you shook your bum because 18-year-old Rio managed to score at the death. Yeah? The third game, Who was the third game? You scored a dusty Szoboszlai free kick. You done nothing the whole game, but you shook your bum because Szoboszlai scored a free kick against Arsenal. And then today, in the 95th minute, you stink out the place and get a win. I don't blame you for not being optimistic because it don't look good, bro. Tottenham and Arsenal look more legit, too legit to quit than your club. That's the truth, bro. I said this to Northside last season. I said this to Northside. He knows. When Arsenal was winning at the beginning of last season and they were stinking at the place, I said to Northside, how long can you continue this for? How long? And he looked at me sheepish. Yeah, because he knew Wagwan. I tell you, Liverpool fan, how long can you put up with this crap? Because if you lot don't get your act together, if you don't get your works kicking, yeah, if Isak doesn't hit the ground running, it could be long for you, and we're gonna clip it, and I'm gonna star it. KK saying, with respect, you've won 4 out of 4. You're a shameless guy. Very shameful. When you start losing, you and your bedrooms that support Liverpool, you deserve to get cooked. That's the truth. Sorry about that. Where was I?
How are you cooking them? How are you cooking? You got the most, huh?
God, he said that's what champions do. Is that really elite mentality? Winning.
Bro, when you look at the football that you played to win the Europa, you turned around and said you don't give a damn. You won the trophy, bro. Like
I'm shameless, but that look, 2 wrongs don't make it right. I'm just saying.
Bro, I swear that you'll sit there and applaud your club. You're playing dusty football to win something, and now you're trying to. Bro, I don't even. You're too shameless, you know. You're too shameless. How is he on fraud watch? Yeah, my guy won the league last season in his first season, bro. You're saying, yeah, they're not playing. They're not playing at their best. Yeah, they're not playing at their best. But bro,
they didn't play at their best last season. But everyone
what did they win?
Everybody was so bad. I hate this narrative. I really do. I hate this narrative.
So who do you think wins the league then? If Liverpool ain't winning it because they're too dusty.
No. Let me be real. On paper, Liverpool should win the league, but they are on fraud watch because I won't be surprised if they don't win it because I don't think Slot is really that guy. For me, I'm not sure Slot's that guy. And so far this season, I don't think he's that guy. If football was a fair game, Liverpool would have 4 points. I think you agree. Liverpool so far, based on their performances, haven't deserved to win any game.
Is your manager the guy if you win nothing this season?
What do you mean?
If you win nothing this season after last season, you won the Europa. If you win no trophies this season, is Frank still the guy for Spurs? Is he still that guy, or is he on fraud watch?
Bro, if we finish in the top 4 and we don't win anything, how can he be on fraud watch?
How is the manager that's the current champion, yeah, and is still top of the league right now as it currently stands? How is he on fraud watch?
Because the performances are not commensurate to the football.
So it's about performances, not trophies.
It's about both.
It's about both.
Yeah.
So why were you celebrating last season? Because you didn't have the football, but you won a trophy.
Bro, let me tell you why I celebrated. You made me celebrate. You made me celebrate.
How did I make you celebrate, bro?
I'll explain. Yeah, you made me celebrate by telling me it's all about trophies. Had you not said it was all about trophies, I don't know how hard I would have celebrated. But you said, Dej, it doesn't matter, even Carabao Cup. As long as you win, celebrate. That's what you said. That's what you said. What did you say? Fraud watching the winner while a loser is free. Where? Wow. Boy, let's see. I'm just saying to these people, I'm not sure about this Liverpool side. And really and truly, yes, Liverpool have won 4 out of 4, but it could have been 4 out of 4 draws. That's the truth. I don't know why people are acting like Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder. Let's be real. We can see with our eyeballs. It's only a matter of time till Liverpool start losing games.
I guess there's levels to this, isn't it? I guess you're not a fraud at Spurs for winning nothing. As long as you get into the top 4. Liverpool, you're a fraud if you don't win the league. I guess there's levels to the club, innit?
I don't like the way you frame that. I don't like the way you frame that. Yeah.
That's what you're basically saying, bro.
What I'm saying.
That's what you just said it. You said your manager gets top 4. He's not on fraud watch.
No, because it's his first season, bro. Slot wasn't expected to win the league last season. He was just expected to get top 4.
So then exactly. So he exceeded expectation, which means that he's not on fraud watch, bro.
He produced the miracle, bro.
He produced the miracle. What miracle?
I'm telling you, I don't think he does it again
this season, because you're talking about everyone's scared about where Spurs is. Last time you was on the show, you're saying everyone's scared about where Spurs is. Look at the way Spurs are moving. They're moving serious. Don't compare us to Arsenal. Yeah. What miracle is Frank producing this season? Because you just told me that you won against West Ham with Tell up front. You got Bergvall there, 19, doing his thing. What miracle are you? What you doing? What are you winning this season? What are you doing?
I just want to say first and foremost, when it comes to hosting these type of streams, you're one of the best in the business, and I'm very grateful for that question. What has Thomas Frank done? Well, are you smoking budgie banted, or what? Are you Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder? Can't you see? Tottenham has conceded 1 goal in 4 games, bro. Like you. What we did was we sorted out our defense, and guess what it did? It wasn't hard. Yeah, we just said, you know what? Left wing back, stop inverting. Also, stop running too far forward, yeah? As for our back line, rather than going to the halfway line, can you just step back a bit? That was it, bro. Simple. You see me? The fact that I could analyze this from my yard, bro, I ain't getting paid for this. Do you get what I'm saying? I ain't getting paid. Do you know what I'm saying? Not hard. As soon as we did that, bro, we stopped conceding stupid goals. Imagine Tottenham was one of the most vulnerable teams on set pieces last season. Now we're one of the most dangerous. Hold that, and hold that. Same players, bro. Same players. Nothing changed. Nothing to go on. So that's what we've done, bro. And I can't wait to play you, and Romero with his big head scores a header against your club. Standard. So that's what we've done. So Thomas Frank ain't doing miracles, bro. It's common sense football. Yeah? He's bringing it back to the 90s. Keep it simple. Keep it tight at the back. If you ain't gonna win, make sure you don't lose, bro. We're not conceding, and if you're not conceding goals, you're more likely to win. That's how it runs. You lot were doing it. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. Yeah, we watched.
Why is it very hard? You cuss my club though, so why would you want what Arsenal are doing when you cuss the manager and say it's not good enough? Arteta's not good enough.
Let me tell you why it's not good. Look, what you can't do. And for those people in the chat, if you don't know, this brother here is a politician. Man's moving for the Green Party. Do you get what I'm saying? So he's always doing this kind of deflection tactics. Rare. You know, you've had 7 years of your manager. Yeah, I've not had. How many weeks have I had of this brother? I've not even had 3 months of Frank. Hold that. Yeah, and we're already doing what you're doing. So it makes a mockery of Arteta, the phases, the work, the players. When Thomas Frank has come into my club and is literally running level peg, and you got the best striker in the world in Gyökeres. We don't even have a half decent striker, yet you've only scored 1 goal more than my club.
Hold on. No, don't do that, because I remember you, the guy that was saying that Solanke's going to outscore Gyökeres, so don't do that.
Bruv, I said Richarlison now.
Oh, now it's Richarlison now.
Yeah.
What are you lot doing in the Champions League?
Yeah. Well, bro. What you want to go? You want to take it there now?
What are you doing in the Champions League this season?
What do you mean? What we're doing?
What are you doing?
All right. So let me tell you what we're doing, player. Clearly, you don't know what's going on. Yeah. Can you quickly tell me? Let me tell you what we're doing in the Champions League, because obviously you don't know Wagwan. That's what you asked me. Let me tell you. Yeah. We got PSG at the part of France. Yeah. We got Borussia Dortmund. Listen. Yeah. We got Frankfurt. Yeah. We got Bodo Glimt. Yeah. We got Monaco. Yeah. We got Sparta Prague. Yeah. We got Copenhagen. Yeah. What silly question you're asking me, blood? You could answer the question to yourself. That's who we got. Villarreal. That's what we got. Yeah. Light work. When you ask me what's Tottenham going to do in the Champions League, we're going through. That's what we're doing. We're going through, bro. Top 8. What we doing there? Now, as for you, now you tell me about your Champions League run. Yeah, because I can tell you now, there's a strong possibility that Tottenham will finish higher than your club in the Champions League. Who are you playing?
Hold on. Before we move on to Arsenal, I don't know why you're getting pressed, because you're the same person that said, North, maybe we can meet up in the Super Cup. You're talking all this thing about Spurs are going to go to the Super Cup. What happened to your club in the Super Cup?
Are you mad?
Answer the question.
Are you smoking putty back?
Answer the question.
We drew with PSG.
Yeah. Did you win the Super Cup?
We drew with PSG.
Did you win the Super Cup?
Did we drew with PSG?
Yes or no?
Bro, what are we? Okay, we didn't win the Super Cup, but you were there.
Cool. So when I ask you what you're going to do in the Champions League, it's a very simple question. Are you going to win it?
Do you know why I had to break it down?
Or is it going to be a journey to be proud of?
You know why I had to break it down?
When
I read that the names of the teams, you were perplexed. I lie? Oh damn.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, big up to everyone that's locked on. I don't know what North man is asking me this evening, bruv. He knows that we're going through, bro.
That's what that matters. So it's about the journey. It's about the journey.
What are you talking about? Right now, I'll be honest with you. I could give you the blueprint. But I've been because of
you got the roadmap. You got the roadmap.
I don't want to go there because you see you're very good at this thing. They call it rage bait, innit? Online, as it rage bait, where you just draw man into doing madness. You get a man to drawing me out. The truth of the matter is, we are finishing in the top 8 and we're going through. Let me see who I've got in the next round. But if things move the way I think it's going to move, I wouldn't be surprised if Tottenham is in the semis. But I can tell you this, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if Tottenham is in the top 4 after the first, the first kind of round of 8 games or whatever it is. I wouldn't be surprised if Tottenham's top 4. Now, given that we've had a hiatus of a couple of years in the Champions League, to be in the top 4 of the Champions League moving into the knockout stages is absolutely fantastic from my perspective. And you should be ashamed. Because if Tottenham is above you in that top 8, bro, what are you telling me, bro? Do you get me? What are you telling me? That's what I want to know. Who are you telling me, bro? Who are you telling me, blood? Now, can you please tell me your 8 games? Because I don't give a damn.
Right, let's have a look. That's how disinterested I am. That's how disinterested I am. We've got Atletico Bilbao.
Okay, so Bilbao. Who? Olympiacos.
Bilbao. Atletico Madrid. Bayern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Sparta Prague.
We got them.
Yeah, Club Brugge.
Have you got Marseille?
I can't see Marseille. We've got Inter in Jan.
You got Inter as well.
Yeah.
That's long.
It's long for us, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I don't see you finishing above Spurs in the groups that in the first iteration. Never.
Listen, I don't see Arsenal winning it. I don't see Arsenal winning it. So that if I'm not talking about us winning it, I'm not interested.
No, but bro, like, have some pride, man. Have some chest, bro. Like
pride in chest. This club ain't pride in chest for 21 years.
Remember, I'm dealing with you with the energy that you dealt with me, especially over the summer. There was a couple of things that you did that I didn't like. I offered you an opportunity to meet me in Italy. You didn't want it. You said, you know what, Dej? Under no circumstance would I ever want to see Tottenham win anything. He said, you know what? That kind of energy from someone who's supposed to be my brother, is that how you're moving? All right, no problem. No problem. Yeah. I said, suck yourself and on your club. You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm telling you that I don't think Arsenal finish above Spurs in the Champions League in terms of the table. And there is a strong possibility, because we're neck and neck. I've seen stranger things happen in football, just putting it out there. So, bro, it's a disgrace for you, man, if you're not above Spurs in the Prem and in the Champions League. Is it not?
Yeah, this club's been a disgrace for a long time.
Yeah, come. For
a long time. I don't know. I don't know why you got chest talking about the Champions League. I just wanted a honest analysis of the situation.
I'm talking about the
I don't get it, bro. Like, you ain't gonna win it, so I don't.
Will you get further than us? Will you get further than Spurs in the Champions League?
Don't know and don't care, because neither of us are winning it. Like, my club ain't winning it.
Wow.
Like, what am I supposed to gloat because we get further than you in the Champions League? Because you'll turn around and say, but you're gonna win it.
Bro, if I get further than you,
it's a journey to be proud of. You're sounding more and more Arsenal.
There's every possibility that we could win,
bro. This the difference. This the difference between our levels, bro. You're gassing up about getting further in the Champions League, not winning it. I'll gas winning it,
bro. But you're not ready to win it.
I know, which is why I don't care about it, because we're not gonna win it.
Look, African says getting further isn't the aim for Arsenal, Dej. He wants his team to win it or be in the final. Okay. But for me, that's everybody's aim, bro. Everyone's aim is to win. Do you get what I'm saying? But you can't knock a team that gets to a semi-final or a final. Things happen. These are the best teams in Europe.
That's the
what you should be ashamed about is if you
would be a top gooner if you was an Arsenal fan.
No, I wouldn't be.
You would.
No, I wouldn't.
I think, bro, look at the way you're talking about your club in comparison to Liverpool.
Do you know what? Actually, do you know what? I think on non-thing, he might have a point. Maybe I would. Maybe I would actually. Maybe I would be a top winner. Yeah, maybe I would.
You'd be trusting the process, yeah?
Bro, like at the end of the day, let me not pretend to be disingenuous, bro. Like, second is still the second best team in the country. Yeah. Technically, it means that you have the foundation to finish second, and now you just need to add one or two pieces to the puzzle to win the league. Now you've done that. You brought in Eze, you brought in Gyökeres, you brought in Mascara, you brought in Madueke. Those should be the pieces that get it over the line. So would I be happy with 3 second place finishes in the Prem? Yes, I would be, but I would be doing what you're doing, which is saying, look, second is all right, but now it's time for you to get it over the line. But you can't knock the job that Arteta's done, whether you like it or not. You're shaking your bum, saying it was an easy performance against Nottingham Forest. Well, that's your manager, isn't it? Your manager did that. Your manager made it easy. We got Arsenal fans shaking their bum for Madueke. Oh, why are you bringing him? You showed Igal cussing off Madueke, but now everyone's like, what a genius. He can play ball. Look at him. He might even be Saka. He might even be better than Saka on the right. 1v1 specialist. I didn't say that. You lot brought in Eze. You got Zubi Doo scoring a banger. What, So maybe I would be. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be saying, what are you chatting about, bro? Trust the process, yeah? Give the guy the tools and get it over the line. You've been given the tools. Let's see what you can do. As for my club, though, we've also been given the tools, and we'll see what we're about. But Francis seems to agree with me. Like, truth be told, a solid foundation has been made, and also Arteta brought you man back from the dead. He made you man formidable. He made you man scary. You were here getting vexed because you lost to a Szoboszlai free kick at Anfield. Can you imagine? What sort of privilege is this? Yeah, you expected to beat Liverpool. You're the one telling me that they're the ones who won the Prem, yet you're here expecting to win. Make that make sense. So yes, I would be a top gooner. I'd be supporting him all day, every day. Do you get what I'm saying? And do you get what I'm saying? Like, for me, he's done a good job so far, and you have to respect it.
Your fellow Spurs, I think you're a Spurs fan. Big up, Daniel. I think you're a Spurs fan. I think. I disagree, Deji. I can't agree with you about Legohead. Northside should not be giving him any credit. He bottled his best chance to win a league title. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is why you was laughing at. This is the same guy that laughs at my club, yeah, saying, "Where's your trophies? We won the Europa League. You lot are looking dusty. If Spurs finish above you,
no, you asked me if I was an Arsenal fan, would I be a top gooner? And on reflection, would I be on your side of the fence or would I be with the top gooners? I would be a top gooner, but I'm a Spurs fan, so I'm going to cook you to death.
So basically, deep down, you actually like the process at Arsenal. You just voice it if you was an Arsenal fan.
Bro, can I be real? Like, as a Spurs fan, and I think most Spurs fans will tell you that Pochettino was our best manager in recent years. I will see it in the chat. I think there was a debate between Sava and Wolfie on Dan Potts' channel. And I read the comments, and a lot of the comments was like, what's Sava chatting about? How can we cuss our greatest manager? He brought us a trophy. He brought us a trophy and we were 17th. He brought us a trophy and we lost 22 games. That's dusty. If he had brought us a trophy and we finished 3rd or 4th, yeah, shake your bum. We almost got relegated. Some Tottenham fans will say you didn't get relegated. Well, even if we didn't get relegated, truth be told, based on Premier League standings, we deserve to be relegated. Any team that doesn't finish with 40 points is the cutoff mark. We grew up learning this. We grew up understanding this. If you don't have 40 points, you're at risk of going down. We were at risk of going down, whether you like it or not. It's just that the other teams were so dusty. That was why we managed to stay in the Prem. So for me, I get the hype about the trophies, but the true measure of a team is, can you be as high as you can in the league, and then can you back it with a trophy? That should be the aim. Yes, eat both, have your cake and eat it. It's not good enough to be almost relegated and a trophy. It's not good enough to be top 4 with no trophy. You need to do both.
Cool. Yeah? It's also not good enough yet to have 6 years and almost £1 billion at Arsenal, getting all the players that you want, breaking our transfer record to get Declan Rice, getting the striker that you want, getting the number 10 that you want, getting all the defenders that you want, goalkeepers that you want, and not win a trophy. So this is why I don't understand what you're talking about when it comes to Arteta and how, if you was an Arsenal fan, that you would say it was good.
I don't know. Are you? So what? Would you rather finish 5th?
No, do you know what I'd rather? Give that money to a manager. I'm telling you what I'd rather. I'd rather the backing that he's got is more backing than Klopp got to win his first Prem. The difference is that's a top manager. We don't have a top manager. So how about we get rid of this guy and get somebody that's a proven winner? Because at Arsenal, there's no problem in spending money. You know we spend peas. We spend peas on wages. We break our transfer record. We go out there and buy players. So why can't we just get a winner, bro? Because this past transfer window, when we got somebody that's actually a proper sporting director that has any credentials, we get Zubamendi over the line that Edu was fumbling. We get Gyökeres over the line that Edu would have fumbled. We got Eze over the line that Edu would have fumbled. So it's almost like you get somebody that's actually a professional and actually got a CV, he's actually a specialist, You actually get results when you give those people the power and the money. It's not that hard, is it? Do you get what I'm saying? It's really not a difficult concept. You're telling me, would I rather? Why does it have to get worse when this manager's got more? And when you're telling me about where your club was at, where my club was at, this manager walked into my club when we finished 5th and we got to a Europa League final, bro. That's where he picked us up from to then take us to 8th, 5th. Do you know what I'm saying? To then get second. So I don't understand where this whole thing is. He saved us because he actually did worse in his first season than the previous manager. After being backed, after spending money, after getting rid of Aubameyang that he won an FA Cup with. So I don't understand where this savior complex is with Arteta, because where's my fucking trophy, bro? Where's my trophy? You're sitting there saying at Spurs, yeah, you spend less money than us. You don't spend as much on wages. And you're telling me how it's unacceptable at Spurs to be doing this and doing that. And no, where's my trophy? Where's my fucking trophy, bro? Where's my trophy? My club is bigger than your club based on trophies, bro. Overall trophies. That is why we're bigger. So should I not have your expectation or higher at my club? How are you trying to criticize your team on one thing, but then I'm supposed to accept it on the other when I've seen my club win?
The only thing I would say, Northside, is be careful what you wish for.
I don't need to be careful what I wish for. I never wish for Arteta, and this has got worse than I've ever seen. I've never seen a team, yeah, bro. Do you know under this manager, yeah, we got Saka on less than 2 years left on his contract. We've got Saliba less than 2 years left on his contract. We've got Havertz as our highest earner at this club. Can't shift him. We got Martinelli on 180. Can't shift him. We got Jesus, our second highest earner at this club. Can't shift him. Like, what are you talking about? What I should fear? You're looking at league position, but I'm looking at it. Everything that we were supposed to move on from, players on stupid contracts, players that comfortably hold bench are not good enough. Injury-prone players. Remember we used to have injury-prone players. This guy's made Jesus injured. Odegaard just got injured again. Saka's got injured. Do you know what I'm saying? Bear man are getting injured under this guy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Saliba getting injured. Bear man getting injured. So a lot of the stuff that we used to deal with, we're now dealing with it and paying more money for it. With this manager, I think he's the 4th highest earning manager in Europe, bro. And you're telling me, be fearful. Be fearful. Why don't we take that 15 mil that we're giving him a year, yeah? And why can't we go get a top manager, bro? Because Inzaghi will take that money. Conte will take that money. These are proven winners, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So if the money's there and available, it's like that's like you having money for Jordans, but you want to go and get some Lonsdale trainers. Make that make sense.
I hear what you're saying, bro. I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna pull it to you and to all the Arsenal fans then. One thing about football, bro, is as much as we like to believe there are certain guarantees, there's not always guarantees. You can't for example, there's no guarantee that Conte comes to Arsenal and wins. There's no guarantee. We think he will, we hope he will, but we're not sure. And that is the truth. There's always an unknown. Every managerial appointment is a gamble. And all I'm saying to you and the Arsenal fans then is, are you ready at this moment in time, when you have solidified yourself as the second best team in England, to shift this manager and to bring someone else who could undo all the good work that you've done? Because remember, Thomas Frank is slightly different. It was a hot mess. Yes, we won a trophy. Yes, we did. But, bro, we were a mess, bro. You take Arteta out, you bring in a Conte, you bring in a Inzaghi, you bring in a Simeone, you bring in bloody Ancelotti. No guarantee, bro, in this day and age that you're getting over. Maybe 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Not now. And then you go down and then you're in the doldrums. Look at Chelsea, bro. Look at Chelsea. Kept sacking managers. Now they're bringing in championship managers. Do you get what I'm saying? Now Chelsea used to be a team that was vibing for the Premier League season in, season out. Now look at those bums.
Bro, they're still lifting more trophies than my club. What are we doing?
Next is Chelsea gonna pick up a?
What's the last 2 trophies that they won, Deji? What's the last 2 trophies that we won? That Chelsea won? The Conference and the Club World Cup. Has my club ever won that? So what are we doing? In the last 21 years,
win the league.
In the
Is
last
Chelsea
21 years,
winning?
who's been the more successful team? Chelsea or Arsenal, bro?
Chelsea
They won
has.
what? They won the Champions League twice. They won multiple league titles. They won what? They won Europa. But they won everything. They completed football, bro. So if you're asking me, would I want my club to be run like Chelsea? Yes. Yes. Because they got a manager that's supposed to be a disciple of Pep. And that guy's already lifting trophies, bro. He's lifting European trophies, bro. So I don't understand this bashing like Chelsea. Oh, dude, look at Chelsea. What do you mean look at Chelsea? Yeah, I want to be like that. I want to be winning stuff, bro. I'll take the Club World Cup. I'll take the conference because we're not serious in the Europa. We don't even take the Europa serious, bro. My club ain't even good enough to win the Europa, bro. We're not winning the Champions League. You ain't got us set down there as favourites. Do you know what I'm saying? So these men continue to lift trophies, bro. Why you're laughing at them? I know they ain't won a league title in a while, but they're winning other trophies. Do you get me? So, would I rather be Arsenal or would I rather be Chelsea?
Are you telling me
I've completed football?
Are you telling me them, bro? You were telling me you would be proud to win the Europa Conference League?
Yes, from a club that's got no European heritage. I'll take that, bro. I don't care. I'll take it.
And you said there's levels to this.
There is levels. That's not my aim, but I'll still take it. Beggars can't be choosers. My club has only won the Cup Winners' Cup.
Fair. If you man are the beggars, that's calm. I don't mind that.
Yeah, in Europe, bro. In Europe, we're looking like nitties, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We ain't doing nothing. Even West Ham has got a conference. Do you know what I'm saying? Even they can talk to my club and say, "Yo, what have you won in Europe?" Do you get me, bro? Bro, come on, Dej, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, yeah, I've seen Chelsea complete it and win major honors back to back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like winning trophies that my club ain't won, bro. So if you want to compare Chelsea, I would take that because at least they keep winning trophies. And what do? We keep having these processes and phases, bro. Come on, bro. I can't. Come on, man.
Calm. That's calm. As for me, we have different standards, but I guess it's different because
different standards. You're shaking your bum saying you're gonna win a Carabao.
No, but bro, different standards in a sense. I think someone questioning me, it might have been KK, said, you something around like, how do you know you don't really win trophies? And I'm like, bro, I tasted the trophy a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying?
Who was the most successful manager? Who was the most successful manager for you, Poch or Ange?
Ange, the history books will remember Ange. But
who was more successful? Which one? Pick one. Which one?
Ange is more successful in terms of trophy, but if you ask me, I feel like Poch put Tottenham on the map.
Is there a trophy for that?
Bro, we're part of the Big Six.
You know who it is, bro. And you know it's Ange, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That Poch never gave you that feeling of winning the Europa. Don't even lie. You, man, were parading around North London. Do you know what I'm saying?
Poch gave me the feeling of a Champions League final. Poch gave me the feeling of almost winning the Premier League. Ange gave me the feeling of almost getting relegated. Ange gave me the feeling that every game we were going to get slapped up. Poch gave me the feeling that Tottenham could win the Prem, Tottenham could win the Champions League, Tottenham's probably got the best team in the league with our best 11. That's the feeling that I had.
Okay, so Poch bought the vibes and Ange bought the trophies. Which one do you rather, vibes or trophies?
I rather respect.
Vibes or trophies?
I rather respect. Let me tell you why.
Did you not get more respect for winning the Europa?
Look, I don't know why you keep doing this solicitor thing on me. I get it. This brother is either studying to be a solicitor or he's a candidate for the Green Party in his area. That's one of them anyway. I know this brother. He's a shameless guy. He's a shameless brother. The truth of the matter is, bro, I want my team to be feared. I want my team to be competitive. I want my team to have the opportunity and the chance of winning the big prizes. Big prizes being Champions League. Under Poch, we were that. Under Ange, we're not that. We were not that, bro. So for me, I'm grateful to Ange. He is a legend for winning a trophy. But if you ask me, I would rather be under Poch than Ange. That's the truth. And that's why Ange lost his job. Right? Let's not be dumb, bro. Like, Arteta loses his job if Arsenal wins the FA Cup and Arsenal's 15th. In fact, Arteta loses his job if Arsenal finish 7th this season with the FA Cup. He loses his job. It's not good enough. So when people try and play down league finishes, it's not that important. Look, a significant factor as to Arteta keeping his job this season and for Arsenal board investing in your club is the fact that he finished second in the Prem and he got to a semi-final of the Champions League. That is enough credit in the bank to say give him another season or two. 100%. You can't say finishing second and getting to a semi-final of the Champions League doesn't give you any credit. It does. It really does. Yes, you didn't win nothing, but it's credit in the bank.
Credit in the bank and phase 5. Credit in the bank, yeah? That's what we're doing.
It's credit in the bank, bro. It's progress.
Wow. And you talk about standards.
Let's be real. Can you do this? Because you're a very intelligent fellow. Get me, man, got me speaking like Bridgerton out here. Under Arteta, you've not won, so we're not doing winning success. We're doing progress. Has Arsenal progressed as a football club under Arteta? Yes or no?
The last 3 years we have stagnated.
Based on what?
Based on finishing second. That's stagnation. That's stagnation. That's not progress or regression. It's stagnation.
I'll answer your question. It's not. It's probably not. Nah, let me not ask that.
But is that not stagnation though? Is that not stagnation?
Let me not ask that question, bro.
Bro, it's true.
It is. It's stagnating, but you stagnated by one position.
By one position, bro. But there's no progress. Who are we? What are we favourites to win this season? If it's progression off of last season, what do you think we win this season?
I think you win the Carabao Cup.
I don't even think we win the Carabao Cup. With the amount of first of all injuries. Second of all, have you been impressed with the team lineup that we've been putting out? Because the team lineup in every game, there's been holes in the team lineup. No, when you look at us tactically this season, tell me
You're joint second.
Tell me one tactical change that we can imply that we can implement in knockout football. This manager doesn't play for knockout football. He doesn't try to win the game. He tries not to lose it, bro. So you can't have that kind of approach in knockout football, Dij.
Well, it's an interesting one.
But listen, it is what it is, man. I never for the guy that cusses my club all the time. Exactly. Yeah, they're just the first one troll Arsenal for winning nothing. But all of a sudden, it's a great process that we should back it up. He's shameless. He's not an Arsenal fan. He'll be shameless about it. He'll be shameless. That's what it is. Yeah, I mean.
Well, bro, look, I just want to be very candid this evening. I get a lot of negative comments. And I guess some of you are wondering whether it affects me. Well, it doesn't, to be honest. I don't actually give a shit, to be honest. But the point I was trying to make, is that I was trying to help your club. You get what I'm saying? I was trying to help. But you're right. Let's see what happens. But yeah, look, I don't actually give a damn about your team. I hope you man flop, and I'll be there for it. A big up, KK. Big up to you. Big up to everyone locked in and locked on. Yeah, look, I just think Arsenal fans. What I don't like from fans, and I sense this, and I know you probably don't mean it, but maybe you haven't noticed it, is I sense an entitlement. It's not anyone's God-given right to win the league. You have to earn it. And the truth of the matter is you ain't earned it. That's why you ain't won it. You ain't won no trophies because you ain't been good enough. So before we go here shaking our bums, shouting, we should be doing this, should be doing that. Why? Look at your squad. Look at your players. Look at your manager. Yeah, I agree with you. That's the thing. That's why we're good bedrooms. I agree. Everything you say about your club, you're right. That's why I back it. That's why I'm here for it. Do you get me? But it's not your God-given right to win nothing, bro. And for me, why I'm here, you know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. Because should Tottenham finish above you, man, and do more than you, I swear down, bro, you need to get chopped up. Because at the end of the day, you're telling me about my club, I'm telling you about yours. That's the truth. Anyway.
Oh my days, this guy, man. It's crazy because it's a minute ago you was back in the process. Now you're telling me how this process is dead. All right, cool. We'll leave it there. Listen, big up, man, big up. Listen, shout your channel out. Link is in the title. Shout your channel out, bro. Where people
Yeah,
find
big up everyone locked in, locked on. Deji, Spurs, and I'll be doing a watch along for my game against Villarreal. And I'll say, ask about me. I'm the only thing I'm going to be saying to you, Northside, each week is keep up. Yeah, make sure you keep up. You know what I mean? So that's it. And big up to everyone that's locked in, locked on. Smash a like. Deji Spurs.
Keep up. No problem. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to Deji. Link is in the title. And we're going to redirect to Sarcasm City. We're going to redirect to Flawless. Northside Raid on the way in. We're out. Love.